Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
Police have revealed photos of suspects they want to track down after a riot erupted outside a Holiday Inn in Manchester housing asylum seekers. A man has been charged with attacking an officer during the disorder which broke out on Wednesday evening, amid similar clashes in other towns and cities following the Southport stabbings on Monday, which left 3 young girls dead. About 100 demonstrators gathered on Wednesday outside the Holiday Inn Hotel on Oldham Road in Newton Heath, Manchester. Joshua Stokes, 26, of 10 Acres Lane, Manchester, has now been charged with violent disorder and attempted ABH, actual bodily harm, of a police officer, Greater Manchester Police said. He was remanded into custody to appear at Manchester and Salford Magistrates Court. 2 members of the public were hurt during the unrest, including a bus driver who was forced to stop by the crowd, and a man who was hit by a projectile, though police said neither sustained serious injuries. Objects, including beer bottles, were thrown at officers, but the force said no injuries had been reported by officers. There were riots in Southport on Tuesday and in London, Hartlepool and Aldershot on Wednesday. Speaking at a press conference yesterday, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer said the riots were not protest and not legitimate as he vowed not to permit a breakdown of law and order. Greater Manchester Police, issuing today's appeal for information and images of people they wish to speak to, urged anyone with information to contact police on 101 or the force's website at gmp.police UK, quoting log 1369 of July 31, 2024. Alice De Silva Aguiar, 9, 6-year-old BB King and Elsie Stankham, 7, were killed when a knife man attacked them during a Taylor Swift-themed dance class on Monday. 8 other children were injured along with 2 adults, yoga instructor Leanne Lucas and businessman John Hayes, as tributes to the victims have continued. Axel Rudakubana, 17, from Banks in Lancashire, has been charged with their murders and attempted murders and was publicly identified for the first time yesterday as he appeared in court. When Rudakubana appeared before court yesterday, a provisional trial date at Liverpool Crown Court, set to last 6 weeks, was scheduled for January 20 next year. He is next due to appear at Liverpool Crown Court on October 25 for a plea and trial preparation hearing and will be remanded in youth accommodation detention in the meantime. Monday's knife attack has sparked violent disorder in some towns and cities in England, including the capital London on Wednesday evening. Home Office Minister Lord Hanson today told would-be rioters to be prepared to face the full force of the law on this criminal activity, as the prospect of more than a dozen more protests in the coming days looms. He said forces have the powers under intelligence-led policing to track people who may be traveling to cause trouble and to cause conspiracy and to use facial recognition technology and other evidence to bring prosecutions. Asked how concerned the government was about fresh unrest this weekend, Lord Hanson told LBC Radio, "There is that potential. But I always say to anybody who's organizing this, we will be watching you. If you are organizing this now, we will be watching you. We have powers under existing legislation to stop you organizing this now and to take action accordingly. And if you do take action and are not part of any organized group, be prepared to face the full force of the law on this criminal activity." Asked whether those involved are from the far right, he said, "Some individuals will have far-right opinions. In my view, some might be caught up in the summer madness. Some might be people who've got genuine concerns." He urged them to protest peacefully and raise issues with their MP, adding, "What they can't do is throw rocks at police officers, break windows in mosques and attack people in the streets and undertake street robbery as happened in some of the shops in Southport. That is simply not acceptable." The PA news agency found evidence of at least 15 protests advertised online, some calling for participants to take England flags and containing phrases such as "enough is enough," "save our kids" and "stop the boats." The protests are being planned for areas such as Southport, Leeds and Bristol, while 2 counter-demonstrations are